Grateful for His goodness when life feels out of control, by Renee Gotcher. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endures forever. This November marks 3 years since I started my journey to relieve anxiety, restore peace, and revive hope by stepping outside for soul-soothing walks with the Lord during a desperate season of resurfacing physical anxiety symptoms. When I first experienced panic attacks that snowballed into chronic anxiety symptoms 13 years ago, I fought hard to prove that my faith was strong enough to free me from anxiety's grip. I was also confident that God would lead me to a medication-free finish line. However, my battle with my nervous system eventually required medication to manage. As much as I wanted complete healing and lasting relief, God transformed my expectations of His goodness as He sustained me through that first battle. I realized He had another plan to show His glory and strength through my affliction. As I surrendered my desired outcome to Him, I became grateful for all the ways the Lord was showing up in my life, despite the physical and mental struggles. He taught me to let go of control in many areas of my life, and I began trusting Him like never before. 10 years later, after being medication-free for 18 months, chronic anxiety symptoms resurfaced. Once again, I found myself striving to outrun anxiety's dark clouds by sheer will. However, God had a new lesson for me. This time, He taught me to slow down physically through intentional walks with Him in His truth-declaring creation, pausing to recognize His goodness, be grateful for His ongoing provision, and rest in His all-sufficient grace. Psalm chapter 136 is unique. All 26 verses repeat the same affirmation. His mercy endures forever. It is believed that this psalm was a responsive praise song for the people of Israel to give thanks to Yahweh for His goodness throughout their deliverance from Egypt and subsequent battles. Like Israel, we can recount God's goodness, provision, and faithfulness to us in the midst of the wars we wage, whether they be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. God's goodness is foundational to all of His trustworthy attributes, such as His love, 1 John chapter 4, verse 16. His will that works all things for our good, Romans chapter 8, verse 28. His faithful mercy, Lamentations chapter 3, verses 22 and 23. We have much to be grateful for despite the storms we must navigate through on this side of heaven because we are never alone. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. His plans are perfect. Psalm chapter 18, verse 30. His plans will always be accomplished no matter what outcomes we plan for. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. The one who holds the universe in His hands has the best plan of all, for you to join Him in eternity. In the meantime, He wants to give you abundant life. John chapter 10, verse 10, as He transforms you day by day through His word. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. The following summer, I began sharing my journey on social media, hoping to provide hope for anyone who might be scrolling for assurance that their struggle with physical anxiety was not the result of a lack of faith or willpower. Maybe I'm describing you? If so, let me be the first to tell you that you don't have to white-knuckle your way to freedom, friend. Whether it's a physical or mental health challenge, an emotional devastation, or a spiritual attack that's stopping you in your tracks right now, know that you can trust God's goodness. He will not only sustain you on the path to healing and victory, but you can trust Him to complete the sanctifying work He started in your life, for His mercy endures forever. Questions for reflection. Are you struggling to recognize God's goodness in what seems like a losing battle? Do you feel like you have to prove your faith is strong enough to overcome it on your own? What victories can you see in other areas of your life where God is working even this for your good? Have you ever considered slowing down physically and taking soul-restoring walks with God? Have you ever considered slowing down physically and taking soul-restoring walks with God, where you can worship, pray, and express your gratitude for His goodness in sustaining you during trials?